पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। Wow.
So too early to look at potential economic outcomes of what is happening in China with regard to India.
That's right. I mean, look, I mean, if I think Indian industry is well prepared because cyclical sectors are have deleveraged their balance sheets significantly. If you look at from the banking perspective, banks have raised funds and are in a position to meet credit requirement. I mean, certainly if there are China-specific sectors like pharma or others, if there is disruption, that will be felt. But it's too early at this point in time to speculate what that could be. Right. And I would urge that I mean, if you're eligible for a booster dose and haven't taken it, do so. Use some common sense regarding hand wash and whatever it is. But let's not panic.
Now, India's GDP growth rate slowed in the last quarter, primarily driven by the manufacturing sector. In fact, the sector's gross value added contracted by about 4.3% year on year. What do you think needs to be done to boost manufacturing, because it's a sector that has been struggling after losses during the pandemic?
Well, Vishnu, first of all, the manufacturing sector is very, very important for India, because if you look at it at the moment, agri accounts for about 16 to 17% of GDP, but 45% of jobs, and that's clearly not a situation which is tenable. And while we have a robust services sector which will account for a lot of jobs, but manufacturing certainly has to come into play. And manufacturing itself has also been stuck in the 15 to 17% range for a long time. And that is where I believe this government has a laser sharp focus on attracting investments and global supply chains to India, and looking to take manufacturing up to 25% of GDP, which is very important. So, issues like, or I should say policies like the PLI schemes and equally reforms or measures to enhance the ease of doing business and reduce the cost of doing business have all had an impact.
Sure.
But we also have to keep in mind that while India is the rare bright spot, going ahead, global growth is slowing down. The IMF has forecast nearly halving of global growth from 6% in 2022 to 3.2% in 2023 and below 3% at 2.7% in 2024. So we have to be prepared for some short-term turbulence without losing sight of the fact that over the medium to long term, the India growth story is intact, and it presents a tremendous opportunity that we must all work towards achieving.